big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show.
Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and our home team. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Round 80. Get the ball. Shoot. Red Delta.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 44 to Mike. 40. Danny.
To throw again. Rivers escaping the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go with Chubb on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
King! Hey, alert! Run. Check. Shit. Point it right. 36. Pistol. Hey, Delta.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Rush in. Watch safety green. Recon, 132 fighter.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Regular. Mike, check. Hey.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Good. 180. 59. Hey, alert! Run. Get that quarterback! Regular. Up. Hey, wahoo! Kill! Hurry! Watch!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll run for it. Chubb. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. I like that call. I'm assuming you're with me.
I am. I'm totally with you. And to me, they saw something that they liked there. Because, let's face it, it's going to be a mass of bodies. But it feels like the head coach has said, my best runner over my best blocker, give it to me right now.
And you only needed 1 yard where they were on the other side of the field. Seems like a no-brainer.
If we can't get 1 yard, what are we doing out here?
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. taking it in from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. You love pressure. I love it. We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Load it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere. You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. They run again on first down, Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Desmond King on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15. And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Chubb running right. Oh, Chubb fumbled it and picked up by the Chargers. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things, and you know in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got to step it up. Hey, Alpha. Check 55. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Alert! Alert! Bravo! Mike is 50. Alert! Alert! You're not ready. You're not ready. Check 9. Real. Pistol. Wide, get wide. Hurry. Got it.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I'm going to go load it. I'm coming.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Mack Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Zero. Hey, Rocket.
3rd and long for Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Joker. Load it. Ringo. Kill. Hey, Delta. White, 89.
Now Gordon. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
180, round 80.
Mike Fofo. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Done. Round 80. Check. I'm going to go load it.
44. Mike, 44. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Round 80.
Under crunch. Jam.
Behind.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. Going deep here for Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
57 to Mike.
King. Hey, Charlie.
Come on, QB, come on. 57.
Hurry. My touch.
final play of the half. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
What tight end? We got 4. We got 4. Up. Hey, Haywood. Hurry.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Foreman, and not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
King. Check. Hey, alert 33. Hey, alert. Tighten up. Hurry.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Taking a deep shot here. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Hurry.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No. Protein spill. Point it right.
To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Oh, they get to the football, and it's blocked. And now look at him go. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Rivers. And it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Now Landry. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far. 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here.
Check 4. Run. Regular. Get. Hey, turn it up. Hey, high 7. Hurry.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. It's caught by OBJ.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They run. Chubb. And an alley to run. run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Hey, we're 33.
On the ground, it's Chubb. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Come on. Point it right. Kill. 6-6. Pull it high.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the fourth. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. For a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
44 Mike. Check. Watch the blood. Switch. Check 15.
Now Rivers, eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
25. Check 20.
Load it. Room.
44's the Mike. Get your swerve on. Bo's the Mike. Mike's Bo.
Plus right.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Keep it skinny.
Check 26.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
You go take. You got take.
Alert, 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 alert. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, orbit. Hurry.
On third down, Mayfield. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, exit.
Mike 57.
Pick me up. Hurry, hurry.
Fourth down, Mayfield going up top. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Brings up second and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Hey, 79! 79!
Mike spoke forward.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So it's third and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. A toss play, Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Hey, Rocket! Hey, ready!
Now Rivers on fourth down. And now he's taken down. And Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they give up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They run again with Foreman. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On third down, Foreman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.